A gorgeous southern afternoon. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Christian McCaffrey with the carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Christian McCaffrey
fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Michael Kendricks.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
First and 10.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a good burst there. Right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
First down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete to Todd Gurley.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
2nd and a yard. At the 30.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Gurley.
Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Panthers.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 47-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And a Panther first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
At the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Second down and 7.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
On the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The kick is good.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of
catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to Chris Manhurst.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Bridgewater's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Panther first down.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Coverage by Andrew Sendejo.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we've hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With the score, all tied.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It's caught. Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, Ryan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Coup now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to
McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Bridgewater on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. First down, Atlanta.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the 2-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Panther first down.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from the defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd down and 10.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
No hesitation.
Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 7.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Falcons.
See it, making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota